Hello there, Taurus. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall tarot and astrology reading for the month of July 2020. Always wonderful to see you here. Thank you so much for coming by and joining me yet again if you are a new or returning subscriber. And if you are brand new to the channel and haven't yet done so, I do invite you to reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join this dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy this content. So Taurus, as always, before I do any reading, first little notes before we get started that this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody out there. So, if this makes sense to you, go ahead and claim those messages as yours. And if they don't resonate, just kick them on out to another Taurus. This will mostly be corresponding to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. So if this does not resonate, please do check the placements in your personal chart. And all of our Taurus cross watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading, if you would like any information on the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of that information and links are down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. I always talk about your astrology for a few minutes before we jump into the cards. But Taurus, this July definitely promises, I think, to be more energetically positive for you. Most of June was really tough for my Taurus folks out there because Venus was retrograde, and that is your ruling planet. So now it is moving direct. It is still in the sign of Gemini. So that is, a positive place for it to be. As it's moving ahead, you will start to feel a little less sluggish, a little less stuck, especially in the area of your personal relationships. That is going to really be all about communication yet again, mending fences, building bridges between people, communicating what you want and need to others. So, that's what it's all about, continuing on for this month of July. I will point out that we are still in a Mercury retrograde until July 12th. That is in the sign of Cancer, as well as the Sun sign moving through the sign of Cancer. So that is all in your universal house of the third. That heightens the energy around communication as well, especially in the home and family dynamics. Mars has just moved into Aries, and it will be with us in Aries for quite a long time because it will be going retrograde throughout that cycle. So we'll be with Mars in Aries until January 7th, 2021. Pretty long time for it to be anywhere, Taurus. So just keep in mind that that is going to be moving through your universal 12th house for quite a long time. And even though Mars is very dynamic in the sign of Aries, when it is in your 12th house, you may feel a little more, I wouldn't say necessarily always fatigued, but your energy may not be quite as up as you would like it to be on that more social and extroverted kind of channel. It's like you're going to feel more like you'll get more work done by keeping to yourself and doing your own thing more than getting out there and being around everybody. Those are the main things I want to point out. We have the Sun moving into Leo on July 22nd, so that'll be later in the month. But let's go ahead and get into your cards, and I'll bring up the astrology stuff when or if necessary throughout your reading here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start by pulling a major Arcana card to symbolize what energy you are coming in with for this month of July. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising of Taurus. Please protect their energy and mine as well throughout this month and throughout this reading, and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Very nice. Okay, so Taurus, you are represented this month by the Chariot card. This is the Cancer-ruled card, so the fact that the Sun and Mercury are in Cancer is a very positive alignment for you right now. To me, this is all about balancing your intense emotions. You see, of course, the dark pony, the light pony. We're balancing the yin and yang, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. We're learning how to gain mastery and understanding of our deeper, more intense intense emotions. Because this is Cancer energy, Taurus, it may really deal with either thoughts or ideas or communication about either moving where you live, something changing within the family dynamic, healing something within the family dynamic. And that doesn't just have to be blood relatives there, Taurus. This can be, you know, your soul family, your spiritual connections. All of that is under the area of Cancer. It can also be that inner child work, because Cancer does rule the soul's origins, where you come from, you know, whether it's spiritual, past, present, future, right? But it definitely is a card of movement. Look at that, you know, pointing to that rainbow of promise, of joy, of happiness, because that's really where the Chariot wants to go, of course, yes. So let's pull you a spirit animal card that will be all about what spirit animal is guiding you. This is a brand new spirit animal deck. You know I love my spirit animals here at the Dragon channel. So I'm telling you, these are beautiful. They are by Stacy T. Marco, and they are called the Divine Animal Oracle. So let's get one for my Taurus folks, guys. Let's ask the spirit animals which one of them will be in attendance with you throughout this month of July for you to call on. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I shuffled these before the reading and just now during the reading. Aries had this card as well, the snake. So to me, the snake is all about transformation and growth and rebirth. And Taurus, the snake is very special connection to you, because in the Chinese zodiac, the snake is aligned with the sign of Taurus. It's very earth connected. The snake, of course, his whole body is connected to the earth. They're very sensitive to the vibrations and changes in the earth and of nature. It can hear things coming and can feel it. So this could be very much where you are. I love this because it's really about not only shedding that skin, right, and coming full circle in your development and awareness, but it's about grounding. It's about digging those roots deep down and really having a solid base for all of this growth and abundance to happen upstairs, right? So that is, I love that card. It's very interesting that that one came out right after, you know, Aries, because they got the snake as well. So let's see what we have for your chakra cards, for your crystal energy. Let's see which gemstone crystal is best for you to work with, what chakra is coming up to be healed. Ooh, that one wanted to just come right on out. Okay, so we got the ruby. Oh, beautiful. So ruby is about passion. It is about the root and the sacral. So yet again, there's a real sense of grounding here, getting your root chakra very aligned, very healed, very stabilized, and the sacral as well, bringing that into balance. That is your creative self-expression. It's your sexuality. It's your intimacy, how, you know, secure you feel engaging with other people. So, you know, Taurus, if you've been kind of rocked, if you've had some things that have really thrown off your stability center and your balance, it's time to reroot. It's time to bring that back into balance. And ruby is a gorgeous, wonderful stone. You can get a piece of like natural ruby, so it's not too expensive, you know. The other things that I often like, if you find like ruby in zoisite or ruby in fuchsite, those are also nice ways to get ruby and to use that in your healing work. So let's go ahead and move Mr. Dragon over. We're going to jump into your tarot. We're going to get a full spread. I will be using the Rider-Waite for the main spread and the Modern Witch Tarot to clarify. So dear Spirit, angels, guides, let's see what we have for our Taurus folks out there. Please give them the best messages and the best you know, clarity that you can give for their story for July 2020. Oh, wow. Okay, so Taurus, you have some nice stuff here. All right, so your center card for your reading this month is the Star card. So this is, you know, where you are, your central theme. It is definitely one of balance. It's one of reaching up to the next plateau of development. It's wishes. It's, you know, wishes fulfilled, potential of dreams to manifest. So it's a beautiful energy. It is definitely aligned with Aquarius. It may mean something to you or not. But to me, this is really saying that you have come through quite a struggle. We don't get the star card without those trials by fire. So this is very important when you see that. It's like it really signifies that Spirit's like, yes, Taurus, we know that you have been through some things, and we know that you're coming full circle. We know that you're starting to get that balance of your emotions and your center of grounding, which honestly shows up here as well, with the Snake card being grounded in the earth, and that, you know, Chariot card being grounded in the emotions. So let's check and see what clarifies the star. Yes, and look at that. We've got the Emperor. So, you know, Taurus, for any of you that's dealing with an Aries, I would definitely recommend watching the Aries reading, or if you have like a moon or, you know, another major planets in Aries, because we've got that Emperor coming up on top of this. Plus you also had the Snake card that came up in the Aries reading as well. So to me though, this is about you stepping into your power, stepping into a role of leadership, really feeling more yourself in a lot of ways. That could definitely be part of having Venus move direct, and, you know, going forward again gets you feeling better. But that combination is absolutely beautiful. It's like you've really chosen your self-worth, your self-balance. You're realizing that it's so important to love yourself and to have, you know, a good understanding and rulership over your own life and destiny. So that's quite beautiful. In the immediate past, we have the Page of Cups. So this is what is, you know, just something that has happened recently, or energies that are on the way out. So to me, the Page of Cups is always about messages of either romance, love, a little bit flirty, a little bit emotional. Could be someone completely new coming in, could be somebody, you know, apologizing for something from the past. It's definitely water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see what comes up as a clarifier. And look at that, the star card again. So Taurus, ooh, this could have been a very nice communication with somebody. During that Venus retrograde, you might have heard from some people as well. So could have definitely been an Aquarius. Could have also been, you know, like I said, a water sign, but ooh, this could have been a really, really nice reconnection. For some of you, it's very much a healing connection. It's like you really, you know, maybe got that communication or got some closure that you needed. For some of you, it like, you know, reignited an old relationship. And for some of you, it was just something amazing and beautiful and brand new. And right now, it's like you're feeling very powerful within this connection. My goodness. So going forward into the future, we have the Page of Swords. This is our young air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is sometimes the little spy who's watching you from afar, texting you, checking your, you know, internet, social media, whatever that is. You know, they could be kind of wondering what's going on with you. Don't forget, we are still with Mercury retrograde, and when we have Mercury retrograde active, you know, this can bring back old people, old friends, old loves, you know, people that you might have never thought you'd hear from again, and all of a sudden they pop up. If it's not somebody you want to hear from, don't worry, because usually people that pop up during Mercury retrograde, they go away after the retrograde's over. So many times they're just coming in for some kind of check-in. And yeah, this might be somebody you don't necessarily want to hear from, because that Five of Cups is there. So this could be somebody that broke your heart, left you with some disappointed feelings, and even hearing from them can remind you of that. It can bring back that feeling of like, oh God, I remember what they did to me. I remember how bad it felt. Don't let it get you too hard there, Taurus, because to me, it's like this is really reminding you that, you know, those two cups are still standing. You didn't lose everything. If this is a potential future situation where maybe somebody messes up, or maybe they say something that you don't really like, because that Page of Swords can be, you know, people saying things that you don't really like or don't really want to hear. You know, so don't take it too hard, you know, feel it out before you take it too hard, because you might have a real, you know, disposition for kind of taking that a little tough. So on the underside, what you're focused on, what's going on in the subconscious, is the Ten of Swords. So Taurus, this is again saying you have been through quite a lot. That Aquarius energy there with the Star card coming up twice is there. So it's like, this is always, like I said, this is, you've gone by the trials, but you've gone through the trials by fire. You've gone through the betrayals. You've gone through the pain, the sleepless nights, the long dark night of the soul. And you are very focused right now on completing those cycles, wrapping them up, healing from them, and not repeating them again. And there we have the Seven of Swords. Yeah, because there was somebody very sneaky, someone who committed some sort of betrayal to you that wasn't completely honest, sneaking around, putting those swords in your back, and you're definitely still healing from that. That could be a big reason why this is coming in too. Because they might pop back up to say, hey, Taurus, and you're just like, no thanks. You've already done your damage. I found a way to pick myself up and get back to where the star was. You don't need that coming back in. So if it does, Taurus, of course, always feel it out. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but use your intuition on this, because if this is somebody that's hurt you before and they're trying to come back in for a second round, you may not want to go there. You may not. And on the top of the spread, crowning this message from Spirit, is the Knight of Cups. So I don't think you need to go back to anybody who has been underhanded or difficult or hurtful to you, because that Knight of Cups is beautiful. That is emotional offers. It's new love. I'm going to get a clarifier, because we know that the Knight of Cups can sometimes just be that lover boy or lover girl. So let's see. Let's clarify what kind of offer. Is this solid? Is this stable for you, if that is coming in? I think so. Look at that. So Six of Pentacles there. This is somebody coming in with a sense of equal give and take, of reciprocity, of what you give, you get back. And so, you know, and also for you, Taurus, if you're the one going forward, offering your cup to somebody else, this is what you're aiming for. This is what you're trying to get at. You want that Six of Cups, the balance, the equal give and take, right? Where you don't have to give and give and give till you don't have anything left. That's the kind of love that Spirit wants you to have, and that is what you should stay focused on. So let's get you some advice. Let's see what comes up for my Taurus. It's looking good, though. These are some beautiful cards, and I really get this feeling that you're overcoming a lot of old hurt, a lot of old damage is being left behind here. Oh, wow. Okay, so Taurus. Oh, beautiful. Oh, love it. So suggested approach. Be patient with this process. Seven of Pentacles is there. Like I said, there are things that are getting back in motion. We've got a lot of retrogrades still going on, but some of them are going to start clearing. You know, after July 12th especially, we'll have both Mercury and Venus moving direct again, but this is very earthy, stable energy. This is saying, Taurus, plant your seeds. Put your intentions out there. We do have a very powerful full moon in Capricorn on July 5th coming up right around the corner. Beautiful time to put those grounded, deep, solid investment kind of thoughts out there. What do you want to invest in, Taurus? What do you want to see more of in your life? Those are the things to put out there to the universe right now. Yes, and take some time. Suggested approach. There's that Virgo card with the Hermit. So take some time to yourself. This is about healing. This is about self-care. This is about finding your personal truth. You know, just take the time that you need, because you have gone through quite a lot of healing and you are getting into a much more powerful place, but it doesn't mean that you don't need that time to yourself. So absolutely take it when and if you need it. What you need to know, Ten of Cups. So Taurus, this is beautiful energy. This is absolute, complete emotional and spiritual fulfillment on many levels. This is the happy home. This is the happy heart. Very, very nice. So it's like, this is really Spirit reminding you. It's like you could get sidetracked. You could get, you know, bogged down by old pain of the past, old negative people from the past who've been very hurtful and very betraying of your trust. But this is Spirit reminding you, keep your eyes on the prize, Taurus, because you see where you want to go. You want to go to that star. You want to go to that healthy self-love and balance in a relationship. So don't lose sight of that. Don't let the negative, old crappy people pull you down into their mire. That's not where you are meant to be. Oh, yay! Look at our Queen of Pentacles sitting right on top of that 10 of Cups. So Taurus, what a beautiful combination. Of course, I love the bunny rabbit. So adorable. And this is very cool because we got the Queen of Pentacles again on the outcome card. So this is just fabulous because to me that is not only the emotional and spiritual happiness, this is that sense of stability, grounding. This is your own energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Very, very grounded, very stable, feeling, that solid sense of self-worth, abundance. You can handle this, Taurus. You've been through so much. Do not give up. Hopes and fears is the Two of Pentacles because you know that right now you're kind of walking that fine line of balance. It's like you've pulled yourself up out of a lot of old negativity and old negative patterns. So it's like you know that you need to keep things, one step at a time. Don't push yourself too far into the future here, Taurus, because there is that tendency to do that with the Star card. Is a very futuristic kind of energy. You may be really inclined to look too far into the future right now, but you don't want to do that. You want to stay things one day at a time. Take it steady. You will get there. I love this reading. So nice. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Interesting. We got the 2 and then immediately we get the 3. 2 and 3. So, keep it solid, keep it steady. Love this Three of Pentacles interpretation with her sketching the model, the teacher's giving her feedback. It's a very beautiful creative dynamic, right, where everybody is part of the equation. So, Taurus, this is one way to keep your balance, is by doing something creative that gets you, doing something. It's like she's sitting there drawing a picture. It's like she's really putting her energy into something. So it's like this is very positive for you. Outcome, like I said, we have that Queen of Pentacles again. So this came out twice. The Star came out twice. These are both very, very wonderful cards. To me, these are all about stability, abundance. That's why the rabbit's in there, because that's fertility. That's, rebirth. That's rejuvenation. That's spirit. I love the bunny, of course, because I am a bunny person. But to me, that outcome is just fantastic, Taurus, because it really shows you stepping into your power, you feeling a lot more stable throughout this month and getting into the end. I think you're really going to notice it in a big, big way. But you got to focus on that. Don't let the nasty people get you down. Don't let the sidetracks get you down. Those folks are always going to be there. You don't need it. So look at that. It's perfect. Queen of Swords on top of that Queen of Pentacles. She is all about cutting out the BS. And she is your Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She is about balance. She's got that feminine sensibility and intuition, but I tell you, she can use that sword in a heartbeat to cut the idiots right on out of her life and stay nice, centered, balanced, stable where she knows she belongs. King of Swords on the bottom. So we have got both the King and the Queen of Swords showing up here. So yes, absolutely. Powerful, powerful action. Anything that's not right for you, Taurus, don't be afraid to let it go. 7 of Wands on the bottom of the Rider-Waite. So to me, that is all about you standing in your power, knowing that you've got the high ground. You're not going to let people get away with anything anymore. So for your affirmation, I'm going to pull 2 cards, one from the Witch's Wisdom and the next from the Witch's Kitchen, which is all about herbal magic. So let's see what comes up, Taurus. I'm very curious to give you a little more insight into your July. We are in this time of summer and the summer solstice, so I figured I would pull some kind of magic cards that are connected to the changing of the seasons here for you. get? So the first card, the one that came up from the Witch's Wisdom, is the Season in Bulk. That's awakening. And you know, that is midwinter. That's February 2nd. That's where we get Groundhog Day from. You know, it's all about that beginning of rebirth, the beginning of, you know, starting to see, you know, the season of winter slowly fading away, getting closer to spring. So Taurus, to me, there's something that you're very much awakening from. You may have felt very stagnant, very stuck for a while, kind of in that metaphorical winter, you know, where it's like, you know, the seasons are getting warmer, but you don't necessarily feel warmer, right? Depending, of course, where you are in the world, that may be flipped, but whichever way it is, it's like spiritually and emotionally, you're ready for an awakening from the snows. Oh, look at that. So on the Witch's Kitchen, we've got the lavender, which is sleep, which is soothing, which is calming. Oh, I love lavender, guys. So to me, that is a very wonderful herb to use. That might be, especially for this month of July, very, very nice for you to be incorporating into your life. You could put it in the bath. You could put it in, you know, just around your bed. I actually just got this really nice clearing spray. It's a lavender and sage. I got it on Etsy. And I just love that smell of the lavender with the sage because it's very purifying, very cleansing and clearing. Oh, I absolutely love your reading, Taurus. So absolutely have a wonderful July. I will be back very soon, probably about a week, with the full moon Capricorn lunar eclipse readings, and I can't wait to see you again. Take care.